Hello there, Seraphim17 once again. This is my Dark Souls 3 video walkthrough. We are standing in Firelink and we're about to move towards the Kiln of the First Flame and the Soul of Cinder. This is the final video of the walkthrough and it's going to be a special video for two reasons. The first is, I've put a couple of additional fights at the end of it just to further accentuate a point I'm about to state about the Soul of Cinder. And secondly, this is the only boss fight in the entire walkthrough that wasn't my first kill of it, or my first, actual attempt. Because what I like to do in my Souls walkthroughs is, regardless of if the fight where I win is clean or not, that's the one I go with. I'm not a player who tries to make every fight flawless in the walkthrough because I don't think that's the point. I like to have those moments where shit goes wrong, where stuff looks filthy or ugly or doesn't work right. So all the ones that you've seen up to this point have been that. This one is a little bit different, because initially what I wanted to do against this boss is I wanted to see if I could beat him entirely using bleed, using a different weapon, and it kind of worked, but it wasn't very enjoyable to watch or helpful because I just ended up doing the same thing, which was way more defensive than I would have liked to have been. So after that I thought, well, I can do something like I might try no damaging him or no healing him or something like that. So I messed about with a few different weapons, I messed about trying to get exciting looking fights, and then in the end, when I got one, it just didn't look that good. It was just kind of a fight. It went a little bit longer than I would have liked, and the stuff that I showed in it I don't think conveyed very well what this is about and what this guide's meant to be. So instead I went with one that was the most exciting, where I don't think I heal, but it's tense because I'm like one hit away from death, and it's got a lot of different aspects of it that make a great video in my opinion. And then at the end, I'm going to show you some of those moments where I was like no damaging things, and when I had weird patterns, and when I got hit by bullshit on a no damage run as well. Dude doesn't touch me and I take damage. It's really confusing. But here's my controversial opinion. I think the Soul of Cinder is the hardest boss in this game. I know, right? You're gasping. To kill him is a bitch. He's easy to kill. But if you've ever done Soul Level 1, Gimped Weapon, or anything like that, the first part of this fight is completely random and there's no way to control him. And that's why I think this guy's tricky. Because there's no way to make this man dance to your rhythm at all. He does what he wants. The moment he pulls out the other weapons, this fight just farts and dies, and then it's standard. It's just simple stuff from then. And then the second form is a joke when it comes to difficulty and really analysing it. But this first part before now, or well at this point because he's still using the same moveset, now we're okay because he's in the spear form, and the spear move, you generally dodge to its right, and if you don't get bullshitted like that, it won't hit you, which that shouldn't have hit me, but it did, so we continue. The strategy here is very similar to what we did against the Nameless King. We're going to get one hit max usually, and then we're going to try and move around the boss, dodge his move and counter hit him when there's gaps. This boss will sometimes act like a complete retard and never attack you, enabling you to do massive damage and kill him easily. Other times, he has the most devilish mix-ups where he delays moves, he does really quick moves that catch you off guard, he covers insane distance, he does all kinds of madness. But this is the second form, and the second form is quite predictable. Whenever he does that move where he prepares and does the big combo, get away from it. It does massive damage. I've tried to dodge in between it to see if it's worth getting through all the hits and comboing him, but the AoE makes it completely unviable to stay in there and do good damage because I can't dodge through the AoE yet. If I learn how to do that, I'll share it with you and I'll show you the timings, but I kept messing it up the last time I tried. My strategy for second form Cinder, I pull out as far as I can and bait the jump. Watch what he does after the jump. He has two attacks he can do, an overhead two-hander or a thrusting attack. Depending on what he does, depends on what you do. And then afterwards, hit him once or twice and get out. The aspect of doing that that's beneficial to you is if he decides to go into that stupid combo, you'll be too far away from it to have any real impact. Here is the crazy spell. Just run it or roll it depending on how much stamina you've got, and stay away from the boss because he can mix you up with that. There's the combo, get away. And this is all we're doing. We're going to be counter-hitting, we're going to be working that bleed, we're going to be taking those opportunities after he jumps, we're not going to be messing with anything. This is very safe and it's reliable. There's the other hit, that's what I'm waiting for every time. 2 hits, get out. 2 hits, get out. That's all we're going to do. The closer you stand to this boss, the harder it gets, because he can do that really quick kick. He can do the grab, which is easy to dodge, but he can sometimes do it in between kicks, and it mixes you up a little bit with that. And of course, all this stuff. Like, when he throws electricity, he has the ability to throw it at his feet, and it has a massive radius. I think I get hit by it in this fight trying to punish him. So you want to be aware of that, because it's incredibly dangerous. Here is the barrage. You can always tell the difference because it's a way longer casting time. And here comes the mix-up. Jump attack, no second hit, so we get to hit. There's the combo, get out, and then just repeat. This is a great boss because I think it utilises so many good elements in each form to keep you on your toes. But that first quarter of that first life bar, watch this. Look at the tracking on that. That is Dark Souls 2 at its finest right there. I was so pissed off that hit me at the time, but it is my fault because I could have rolled later. There's the kick. Look at my life. See what I mean? This is about as close as it gets. But the good thing about this game is you can beat everything without being hit. So if you play good enough, you can still win, guys. And that's why I should always recommend, even if it looks dire, even if it looks like there's no hope, you can still pull it out. It's all in your hands. And this guy, look at him, he's trying to get me now. He's trying to finish me off with that poke. He's getting greedy. Throws the lightning. Dodging through the lightning is nice and simple. Does he do the second hit? No second hit. There's the 2 hit. There's the combo. If I'd have done one more hit then, I was dead. But it had been a while since he'd done that combo, so it tells you that the boss is probably going to do it. Here he comes. Personally, I would make one change to this fight, and it's in the second form. I would make him parryable, because if you're going to do Gwyn, and a big homage to Gwyn, make him parryable. That was the one memorable thing about Gwyn. You know, Gwyn was incredibly susceptible to the old parry. This guy, not so much. But swap your equipment, get all your stuff on, and congratulations, you just beat Dark Souls 3. But the video isn't over, guys, because there's going to be a couple of bonus clips of me taking on the Soul of Cinder with some varying results. Because it's a great fight, and you'll notice, because I swapped rings, I actually can't use my curved sword, which is pretty funny. But I'm going to go back to the shrine, and then I'm going to show you a couple of encounters against this dude. So, straight off the bat, watch this pattern, watch what he does here, guys. Thrust attack, I can hit him, there's the sweep, there's the second sweep, no third hit there. And it's like, this is not a bad pattern, this one. Good attack, no attack afterwards. Then he does the weird chargey move, second weird chargey move. Good pattern so far, get the bleed on him, get the stun lock, get some hits in. Does the big swipe, does the other really weird swipe. And then stands staring at me, there's the swipe, second swipe, always comes. There's the get off my bum, stop tickling me. And he's already transformed. Look how perfect that is as a fight. That is a gift to get that kind of phase. Why doesn't he do that every goddamn time? Instead, we get these messy fights of weirdness in that first bit. And then when he pulls out the magic, you might as well just say slam me in the face, because it's a really not a good strategy for him. But here is the next one. Check this one out. I had dozens of these fights, by the way, too. Absolute dozens of them. Because there are times when this boss is so stupid, and there are other times when he's a genius, and I can't tell the difference. Like, look at that. Already got the stun because he lets us be really aggressive. He's doing easy moves. He's not following up on any of these moves. He's doing the pokes and stuff. Here comes the weird charge thing. Like, this is beautiful. It's a gift. He's giving us a gift. There's some terrible, tracking on his spear move, which saves us because I'm not dodging. I should have took about 3 hits then, but that one didn't touch me that time. God bless the iframes. And he's already down again. Like, look at this. It's a gift. And this boss doesn't do this sometimes. Other times is an evil bastard, but this one, piece of piss. So second phase. I think this is the one where I get bullshitted right at the end and I wanted to share it. So I'm chucking knives at him because I want to just experiment with damage. None of this was ever meant to be viewed. This is just me practicing the boss, doing some creative things. Can I bleed him? Can I do this? Can I do that? What works? See if we can get something exciting. And same strategy as I do in the actual walkthrough here, where I just take my time, I bait him into the jump, I see what his punishes are, and I punish him. Look at that! He did nothing! Empty jump, nothing. No jump, nothing. Like, what the hell? I love him. There's the extra hit. That's a combo that's quite rare. But the big combo he does, I kind of wish he didn't have that, because then you could get way closer to him, and he wouldn't have that move that he pulls out where you have to dodge it perfectly, and then at the end there's an AoE that makes it pointless to stay close, unless you can get those precious iframes and get through it. Here it is, speaking of. Very close then as well, so we're getting bummed. Like, look, it doesn't give you all that time to do much to him either, which is really sad, because I love this fight. I just wish you could be just more fancier in this final phase, and I'm definitely going to try being aggressive as I continue to play this game, because I want to dodge that combo that he does, and I want to learn a good punish, and if I can find one, guys, you'll be the first people to see it. But this fight's going great so far. We're stunning him, we're doing good damage, we're letting the gameplay talk for itself, and then I think... no, it's coming up in a moment. Watch this. I think I even slow it down. It's this. GG, Dark Souls. GG. But I'm hoping that you've enjoyed the walkthrough. Even if you knew everything I was mentioning and you're a god tier player, at least there might have been something in there that you still managed to enjoy. And if you're a new guy and you needed this to get through the game, let me just recommend to you, dude, keep playing. You'll get way better, it'll get so much easier, and it'll be so much more fun than it was at the beginning if you weren't enjoying it so much. Yeah, Dark Souls 3, wonderful game. Hopefully my walkthrough does it justice. I'll let you be the judge of that, but thank you very much for watching, and you take care now.